Hey guys, I wanted to show you this bike. This is a 2010 Honda Elite 110, and I think this is probably one of the better values you can get in a scooter. You can get these on the used market for around like $1,200 or so, and they are extremely good. It's a 110, so you do need a driver's license, but if you need a good way to get around, this is an extremely good scooter. So let me take you around the scooter. This has disc brakes. That's a huge plus in my book. It does have very small diameter wheels, which are a con because if you have bigger wheels, it absorbs more suspension, so it makes it easier to ride, especially in the DC area traffic here where there's tons of potholes. Also, if you look in here, it's pretty well covered, so it's not going to get very dirty underneath in the engine compartment and stuff like that. And of course it's a Honda, so it's very reliable. It's also fuel injected. And it needs a good clean, that's for sure. I haven't cleaned it in a very long time, so that's up for that's a project for me. Really excellent scooter. And the headlight works pretty well. I have a very tall windscreen, and this thing in the winter, that's such a good idea. Like, I really need to clean it so I can see through it, but this is what I use a lot for winter commuting. If I have to go to DC, this is the scooter that I'll take because it can actually go on the highway for very short amounts. It hits 50 miles an hour. And throttle, you have your kill switch, your lights, everything's like very solidly built. Here's your turn signals here, your horn, like really big buttons for starting it. And when you look at the speedo, it's got 6,000 miles, which is very little. I've seen one of these with 60,000 miles. Your fuel gauge, your temperature, a lot of stuff considering it's a scooter. And you can see very well out of the mirrors. Down here, here's something very, very nice to have. You have this little glove box, and in the glove box there's this, so you can like put a drink, like a soda can size. Then you have your battery charger right here, and I keep it charged in the garage because I'm not using this as much as I'd like to. And of course it is lockable, so you can pretty much do that, and it's locked. So in case you want to store something in there like your cell phone. Also, the key has got this little fob in the back that makes you, I guess you can kind of close it so no one steals it. I usually leave it open. It's got this side, it's got a flat floorboard, so that makes it very easy to carry additional things. Also right here you have a hook, so you can put your grocery bag on here dangling and just ride with it. Here you have your fuel gauge. It has very good passenger size pegs here, foot pegs. This one's got a kickstand, but it also has a center stand. No kickstart, which is a downside. Suspension is pretty decent for a scooter. Also have a little bit of a box here for carrying things, but you can open the seat like this, and then look at this. This has got a lot of storage capability, and if you move this stuff around and you put a full-size helmet on this side, it actually will fit. Just a really, really well done scooter. And Honda didn't really make a lot of these, so these are kind of rare. But if you have one, hang on to it because it is a really excellent scooter. Let me start it up for you. Oh, just another thing. The seat is extremely comfortable. It's sturdy, both for the passenger and for the driver. So I can ride this for quite some time. Let's start this thing up. And I haven't started the bike in a good three weeks, and it's really injected and it starts right up. Like, this thing is just extremely good. One of the better scooters you can get for your money. I really think this scooter is very underrated. You know, when you compare it to the size of the C3, you can tell it's not too big. It looks like a 50cc scooter, so a lot of people don't even bother tagging these scooters because they're so small looking. But of course it is illegal to do that. You do need to tag it. In my area, DC, VA, in Maryland, so you need a driver's license for it, or a motorcycle license. For this one, you don't. The 50cc's, you can just use a regular car driver's license and a permit or whatever, and you can get around. But this one's considered a motorcycle. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.